Hmm. Hope everybody's doing well. I just want to ask some questions. I don't ever go live much, and I feel like going live at this moment. Hmm. And I just wanted to talk. And my question for anybody who tunes in is: money the most important thing? I just finished eating some pecans. I like pecans; they're delicious. Um, I look at life. I look at life a lot. I like to listen to people. I love to hear what people have to say. I love to hear other people's thoughts. But in listening to other people and learning from other people, a lot of the problems that I hear from most people when it comes to being who they want to be, being where they want to be in life, for doing YouTube or for whatever they do, it always equates to money. And it just blows me away because I really want to ask, is money the most important thing? Is money the most important thing to you? Um, and now a lot of people will say money is not the most important thing, but when I see how people interact, going out, having fun, eating, buying things, yeah, buying things, taking care of children, education, it all equates to, in this capitalist system, the exchange of resources that we equate to fiat currency. So for anybody who ever watches me, um, I want to know, is money the most important thing to you? Now, I listen to a lot of different people, and from a lot of sectors, but certain people I interact with more than most. And for certain people, when I listen to them, when they call people winners or losers or good or bad or opportunities, and it's always somehow equates to, um, the ability to earn revenue, finances, and hey, brother Angel, you're doing great. I just feel like talking, and I just wonder, is money the most important thing? Because I think most people believe that money is the most important thing, and before they talk about happiness, before they talk about joy and activities, like even with YouTube, when I see people they do streams, and most of their streams are not about something that they have to say. It's about let's connect and grow. As you follow, you love each other. But really, why? Like, for what's the purpose for that? And I think it's when it comes to gaining subscribers and uh, getting more quote unquote money. Now, it's different if somebody was putting out great content or information that you can learn from. Like, hey, go check them out for that reason. But I think most people see money as the most important thing. They're not coming like I come to YouTube. YouTube is fun for me. Now I'm not saying I don't want to earn a dollar. Of course, who wouldn't like want to earn a dollar? Man, if I could just woo all day and people want to pay me for woo, then I'm going to do that. But the whole point that I'm making, for me, money is really not the most important. I don't really think money is the most important thing, at least for me. Now, for somebody else, money might be the end all be all. Like I like hip hop. I do. I really do, and I'm really enjoying listening to my brother, Dirty Low. I'm like listening to my brother Jay Vengeance. They from very other greater rappers out there on the YouTube streets, but I haven't really ran into a lot of dudes yet that I'm like, wow, I really want to go back and listen to their flow. But when I say that, when I think somebody is good, somebody might say, well, look at their album sales. They haven't sold any albums, or they're not financially successful, and so money equates success. That's what blows me away for me. Like, so money is what makes somebody worthy, or like even with when people talk about big YouTubers or small YouTubers, that's always been crazy to me. But is it really the numbers that make things important? Is it really the money? And I'm a different person. I'm I don't know a lot, so I'm always trying to absorb information and hear what people have to say so I can learn and I can grow. And a lot of times, reason why I don't even go live that much is um, I'm always listening to other people, and if everybody that I like is always going live, then I'm taking away from whatever they're trying to do. And I know people say you always check it on the replay. Well, most likely you can, and you can always check me anytime. But I just like to ask questions. So for anybody who ever comes and checks out this chat, um, is money the most important thing? Like I know a lot of people feel that they need to have uh, social etiquette, but if you come into the chat room, you see a question for me, answer the question. Do you think money is the most important thing for you? For me, money is not the most important thing, and I know a lot of people, they just do silent lives. For what? It's about, for me, it's about view and money. Because why would I go live if I have nothing to say? But if I'm trying to earn money, it doesn't matter what I say, as long as I get you to watch, right? And that's done to me, but I understand it, and I want to be like that. I want to have something to talk about. I want to have something to put out in the universe, and I want to interact with people. So, like, yeah, somebody doing live, and I'm looking at a dude's face. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, nothing. I'm just sitting here. So, so me just looking at you is supposed to be a purpose. And I'm not knocking somebody if that is their purpose, but that's not my purpose. Um, Money is not the most important thing to me, but man, I do think about money because without money, you can't do so much. Like where I live, it's expensive. So some people they're struggling. You think like a you have a how do you say it? You got a studio apartment the size of a closet, but you're paying $1,500 for rent. That's how much you're paying, $1,500 for rent, and it's not even 400 square feet, and you still have to probably pay renter's insurance. You probably still have to do like cell phone bill. Probably have a car. You got car insurance. Maybe you got a car payment, and people are struggling. And it's I can understand that they still want to go out, and going out costs. Most people can't or don't know how to be happy doing nothing. Most people look for the external to make them happy. Um, I'm not one like that, but I totally understand why people can't be happy. I get it. So when I ask this question for anybody who comes and checks me out, is money the most important thing for you? Um, what's wrong with me is that money is not the most important thing for me, not at all. Um, it's more about feeling great, surviving, and trying to minimize. But I'm not minimize like I'm stringing it something small, but minimalize, like get rid of irrelevant stuff that's not necessary for my life. But in doing that, takes work, and most people, I think, can't do that. To most people, in my brain, the way I see things, money is the most important thing. And when money is the most important thing to you, um, does it take away from you having fun in a moment? And I think it does. Like a lot of people, to me, I'm just speaking now because I think I'm gonna go game in a little bit, but I really wanted to ask this question because this was on my soul. Um, is money the most important thing to you? I think it is for most people. I think that most people, in being satisfied in life and getting to the point that they want to get to, they have to figure out a way that they can earn money to be happy. And if you can't earn the money you think that you should be earning, you end up being dissatisfied, disenfranchised, and um, bitter. Who wants to live life being bitter? I don't. Anyway, um, so this is the question. This is what I want to ask. This is what I'm putting out. Um, like for me, I'm really good when people have something to say back to me. But for just speaking, I am never going to be one who just likes to talk. I have to have some type of interaction for me to really want to keep going in. Um, Now I can stretch things out and make it way more entertaining because people say, Charles, we want to hear more. But I'm gonna say this. I don't know how much money it takes for people to be happy. I don't know what you're looking for in your life. I hope you find whatever you're looking for. Me, I want a simple life. I'm not looking for um I want a lot of things, but I don't need a lot to be happy. I figure people got to figure out what's going to make themselves happy and they need to get there. Um so I'm gonna ask before I end it, because I will end it. Um, is money the most important thing for you in your life? And how much, like I've always asked this question, but how much money, if it's annually, if it's hourly, or forever, would it take for you to feel peace? Is it ever enough? And I'm not knocking somebody who's a millionaire trying to become a billionaire or whatever you're trying to do. I mean, to each their own. However, how much would it take for you to be happy living your life? Like, I don't know. And I see a lot of people on YouTube, they're probably making an extensive amount of income. And I see a lot of videos, how to make $100, how to get $10,000 a month. I mean, I haven't seen that many, but I know they're out there, but they really don't tell you stuff. But maybe I should go do more research. But again, um, is money the most important thing to you in your life? Is it? Um, I don't want to say it is, but man, uh, money can give you a peace of mind that nothing else, I guess, can give you. I guess living in the system we live in, and most people are after that currency exchange, a way to support themselves, to support their loved ones, and do things like that. So I ran my mouth a lot. Now, if somebody comes to my chat like right now, and you ask the question to answer it, then I will go on. But um, for me, money is not the end all be all, but I think money is extremely important for most people. Um, And that's all I really have to say. So for anybody who listens to this, I would love for you to, in the comments or even in the chat before I end it, if you think money is the most important thing for you, tell me why. And if you think money is not that important, I'd love to hear it. But I don't get all. It is what it is. Sometimes people just want to listen in the winds and they never want to tell you their thoughts. Um, I think there's more to life than money, but living in this system we live in capitalism, without money, people can't do what they want to do. You kind of you feel trapped. Um, you can try to be a transient, but that's a rough life. So I said, pretty. Oh, okay, Dave Tao, is that your name? Money. Okay, I'm glad that now I got an interaction. Now I'm gonna go in. Okay, Henry, I'm gonna call you Dave. Money helps you do other things. That all I agree with you. Okay, that's all. I agree with you. So, what is money really important to you? Do you think that um, for anyone? Because do you think that money is the most important thing? How much money do you need? Does money make your life better? Do you okay, it's a tool. A tool for what? For you, David. His young queen, hello. Um, it's a pleasure to see you. Now I'm gonna go in. How important is money to you? That's the question, his young queen. How important is money to you? Is money the end all be all? If you could earn a certain amount, be it annually, um, how much would you want to earn? Or if you can break it down monthly, how much money would it take for you to feel happy, to feel like you have enough? Because that's what I'm curious about. We have a, what's his name? Andrew Yang is running for president. He talks about the universal basic income. And the reason why he talks about that, because with automation, a lot of jobs that used to exist will not exist anymore. I know a lot of people got Uber, the Uber hustle. I know a lot of people out there are truck drivers, and they hear people talking about, yeah, let's get into truck driving. But when you start thinking about how more efficient automation can be, especially for long distances, when you got a person or a robot that can drive a truck and never has to stop, and they can all get together and draft and daisy chain, then it would be, as a business, would it be financially beneficial for me to hire you? And it's going to defeat a lot of jobs. You go to stores now. First, Amazon is the king, and Amazon is closing all type of stores. Then you have self checkout. So all the people who used to work retail, they're not there anymore. So think about that. If it wasn't for the powers that be controlling movie theaters, that would be gone too. Because I'm telling you, I'd rather stream something than go sit in a line and go to theater. And you don't need people that work at the theater, because it got stuff. You can buy your tickets online, or you can go check your credit card and get your ticket. You don't even need somebody selling you tickets. So the world is changing, and it tells you the reason that all these businesses are doing that is all about money. They're like, I don't want to pay these people stuff. I can save money. So a lot of people don't even really want to talk about this. I mean, they do, but they talk about it in layman's, like, I don't know, say layman's terms, but not on the way I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it on the way that most people wouldn't even believe. I'm trying to get this to slide over so I can, um, excuse me, because his young queen, you said something. I feel that money is not everything. I gave up my job at the hospital at. If I can get it to go over, slide over there. I'm trying to get it. There it goes. I gave up my job at the hospital for nursing school. Now I'm working at Pizza Hut while I'm in school, making half of what I was making. So his young queen, I don't know about you, but you can tell me. Are you single? Are you married? Do you have children? Or do you have somebody helping you? So when you say, okay, if money was not everything, what made you want to go to school? What was the purpose of going to school for? Was it just for knowledge, or was it to earn more money? That's the question. Because a lot of people say money is not everything, but most people get education to earn more money. So that's the question. Like, for me, I think that people don't want to say money is everything. And I'm a one, I don't think money is everything. But when I look at it in retrospect, when I look at it, not being biased, that damn, I want more money. Listen, if I got to fix something and I don't get it fixed right away, it's because I don't have money. Like, I have a shoe fetish. People don't know I love sneakers. And I haven't bought any sneakers. Like, I wish I could pull a pair of sneakers up. Yeah, I can. Like, okay, I got a sticker about my foot. Like, I love these Air Jordan 3s. These are I throw them on when I'm just doing nothing. I like my little black Air Jordan 3s. And I like black shoes. So sometimes I don't put my shoes back in the box. I have them right by me. But I can't buy all the $100 pair of shoes I want to buy because I don't have enough money. Now, if I had way more money, I could buy this shoe and that shoe and this shoe and that shoe. And but somebody else say, hey, Charles, go and buy some Nike stock. So that makes sense. And I do that. But then you got to understand the market, know when to buy and sell, so many different things. So for me, money is extremely important. I mean, I want to say it's not that important, and it really isn't. But the more I think about it, money is extremely, extremely important for living the life. I, I like to travel, and traveling costs money. I want to eat, eating costs money. I like to dress well, it costs money. It's time and money. Those are the two things that most people are okay. A lot of people do, like I said it earlier, but I got to go back again. People are doing streams all the time. They're streaming. And why are they streaming? They're trying to get their watch time up, and they're trying to get subscribers. Why do they do that? So they can get 1,000 subscribers and they can monetize. So for anybody that really says money is not that important, are you really being honest about that? Like I say, money is not that important. It isn't, because I throw money away like it's not, but because I earn it. Because if I didn't earn it, if I didn't have it, would I really be throwing it away? So that's the question. I want to hear what anybody who comes in has to say. This is something. This is a general topic that anybody can relate to. Why? Like I'm gonna say something. People have streamed all night saying nothing. Why are they doing that? Why are you saying nothing? What? Because you want to either grow subscribers or get your watch time, and that all equates to money. That's what I see. Unless there's some other giant wisdom game that I'm not a part of, somebody let me know. I don't get it. Um, okay, what do you say? Also asked for additional hours off to spend with my son. See, you're a parent. I'm a prison wife. Okay, I'm going to nurse. Oh, now I remember. I'm going to nursing school because I want to help others because I feel it's the best field to invest in. I understand that. Now, I do think that healthcare, yeah, that's I do think it's a great field, but with automation, other than the nurturing part, um, even healthcare was going to be affected. They're going to need less nurses. Like you can wear a watch, you can take your blood pressure, get all your vitals. You might still need some nurses to check on people, but they're it's going to still going to be risky. I think if I was to tell people what career to get into, well, you want to do fields that are applicable to your spirit, so you're doing something that makes you feel good. But what I would say is, it would be something that's uh, using your hands and technical that'd be hard for like a robot to do, like being a plumber, electrician, repair like furniture, something like that, art. That's what I think. But I'm a little different than most people, so that's just my thoughts. uh, Dave Tao, say it like that. That's why I said it's a tool, so you can get other resources. I think it's based on individual preference. I think it's based on individual preference. I understand it. I really want to agree with you. Um, I want money to come to me easily. We all want money to come to us easily. I don't want to do jackass. And I don't want to see my money grow. And that's what you say. Like all investments are a risk. Like you can invest in a stock can fall. You can invest in real estate, it can fall. There's no guarantee in life. But the whole point is, um, most things cost. There's very few things that are free. It's all about information. So you may be paying $5 for something that costs $1 because you don't have the information to get it cheaply. Or um, everybody heard about the scandal with the rich people putting their kids into college, and they have money to do that. So the world is a different place. I've seen employ jobs like nepotism. Nepotism is real, and even if you watch YouTube, it's all about nepotism. What connection can I get from most people? Most people help people out they know. They don't help people out they don't know. I mean, I'm saying some people is really genuine and great. I try to be as genuine as possible, but I know deep down inside, most people don't see YouTube like I do. For me, this is just fun. I just want to chit chat and laugh and talk. And of course, if I can make $1, I want it. But I'm not. This is not what I'm here for. I'm here to have fun. I want to have fun and learn from other people and have conversations where when people talk to me, I can say, I didn't think about that. Let me go back and see how I can apply that to myself and become a better person. So, hey, Miss E, I hope you're feeling great. And I want to know, is money an important thing to you? I mean, I know some people won't be as open as I am, but I really want to know what you think, his young queen. I'm loving that you're talking to me. Nothing makes me feel better when people interact with me because then I can flow. What about the people who can't help themselves? You got to elaborate what you mean they can't help themselves. The people who are developmentally disabled, people that are handicapped, people that don't get the same opportunities in life. Listen, we need to be an altruistic society that takes and loves everybody and try to make sure nobody is left behind. But we have so many people that have self-interest first that it's hard for us as a society as a I want to say continuity, as a continuum, as a group to really love other people. People only usually relate to people that they empathize with. So we are, let's say we're in America at this time or wherever we're at. Somebody gets shot in China. You don't give a rat's ass. You're not about to send $1,000 to help somebody from China, but you will send your next door neighbor to get hurt. You're going to help them. So it all depends on how you feel about it. I want to help everybody I can help, but even with empathy and altruism and having great thoughts, we can't help everybody. It's just not what we do. This is getting pretty awesome. Um, Dave says, and yes, the skills you said are very important. We have to work hard for it. Work hard for money. I mean, why do we have to work hard for anything? With technology, listen, years ago in the 1950s, people actually had to get up to turn the channels on their TV set. They didn't have remote control. They had to work less hard. Back in the day, they didn't have lawnmowers. Now people can cut the grass easily. You didn't have microwave. I mean, you didn't even have hot water heaters. So with technology, life should get easier and easier and easier and easier. So I'm not saying people should not work hard, but you don't have to work hard. It's people that have never did nothing and be richer than all of us. So do we necessarily have to work hard? It's people that have degrees from the Philippines, study their ass off, have come to America and can't get a job. Let's say they were a scientist and they can't get a job here because it's so much accredited. It's so many different roads. So I'm not opposed to hard work, but I don't think everybody got to work hard. And I'm never going to say that everybody should work hard because man, you want to work smarter, not harder. That's just my thoughts. But it is what it is. What I say. Um, Dave says combine the technology with arts and trades. Yeah, it's gonna happen anyway. Like man, they got a new show on Netflix. I think it's called Love and Robots, something like that. And I was looking at it like, man, they can almost do so much computer rendering that they don't even need an actors anymore. And they Google what do you call it, assistant, however you want to call it, uh, is so awesome that it can make phone calls and you wouldn't even know it wasn't a real person. So a lot of jobs are going to be gone, and so like it's going to always be new opportunities that come with technology, but it's always going to be stuff that's obsolete now. And I'm telling you, I think love, sex, and robots. Yeah, yeah. That you know exactly what I was talking about. I said, man, they just did this, and it's just crazy. If you look at technology now, how like I'm a Star Wars guy. Princess Leia's she's not with us anymore, but they can still computer generate her and put her in a movie. So the world is changing, and I'm still biased. I'm still pissed off at the Last Jedi. Trust me, I'm still pissed off about the Last Jedi. Why are you pissed? Because you don't have to always put an agenda to make a point, and you don't have to diminish people to promote an agenda. That's all I gotta say. Um, Man, I have a lot. I always have a lot on my mind, but I'm way better when people interact with me and then it flows. Um, Love, sex, and robots. Yes, I want to. So is love, sex, and robots good? That's what I want to know. But I'm gonna stay on subject. This young queen says, in my past, I helped everyone I met. I was messed over a lot in the past. Now I still want to help people in a different way. I just want to help people. I know money will come my way. I'm like you. I want to help everybody. People mess me over. Yeah, people have done me dirty, but I don't let that stop me from helping people like you. However, um, I'm just trying to be the best me I can be, and I'm trying to learn. So the way I look at the world is, I just want to have conversations where people interact with me and tell me what they really think, because I want to tell you what I really think. I don't think like most people, but I know there's people out there that think like me. So this is what I'm trying to do. Creativity is the equalizer. Sure is, Dave. I feel you. I will continue to advance my knowledge. Life is about learning and growing. That's what it is. I'm always going to grow, and you also need education to help have a better paying job. I totally agree with you, Dave. And he says I'm awesome, and thank you. That touches me. Please, you're awesome too. Everybody's awesome. Sometimes we don't see the greatness in other people, but I'm always trying to. I'm always trying to learn about other people. So when I interact, I'm really trying to learn about you. Life is about elevating yourself and know thyself. So I'm gonna say this, Dave, and I agree with you. Life is a ever learning experience, and I'm still learning myself each and every day. I haven't. That's why you're an awesome. I didn't even know I was the elder, but appreciate you for saying that to me. I feel I'm just another person that's learning. Um, there's elders to me. I listen to a lot of people, even when I don't agree with everything somebody says. Maybe I don't agree with them on philosophical point, or maybe spirituality or religious, whatever. I still listen to people. I listen to a lot of people, and I'm just trying to learn. And there's people that's younger than me that have way more wisdom. There's people that's older than me that has way more wisdom. So life is a ever learning experience. But like even this hangout right now, which I'm appreciative that anyone came by and listened to, um, I just want to get other people's perspective. Is money that important? And I hate to say, in this system that we live in, it really is. And it's sad, man, and it's sad that that we don't give people chances. Like there's a lot of great YouTubers out there, and what makes me extremely um, upset with YouTube is that I don't get a chance to get them to show up. Like I have to actually search for people or ask somebody or go in somebody else's chat and read. So I never heard of this. Click on this. I tell people that I that I know. Hey, anything you watch, just send it to me so I can check it out because I really don't want to get limited in one sector. I don't want people to say, Charles is just a gamer, or Charles is just in the manosphere, or Charles is just about this or that. Yeah, I'm not about that. I'm about way more than what people think. I don't know what people think, but I like technology. I love all. I love culture, so I want to learn about all groups of people. I'm a black man. I grew up in a black household, but I want to learn about people that are different than me. So I don't want to get stuck in a biased perspective. So a lot of times when you send to, because maybe I know one or two people and I check out a video, then every video that I get shows up in my feed is this. Or maybe I like the relationship between men and women, but I like relationships between everybody. So I don't want to get just loaded up on one sector. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to be open. I really tell you the truth. Most people don't know, or maybe they do know. I really like listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and the reason why is because so many different people come on from so many different walks of life. It makes it extremely fun. Yeah, that's what it is. And I like to listen. Like I like conversations, but a lot of the conversations that I get caught up in, it's we call it the ratchetness. And I don't not like that. However, I want to learn. So I want people that, if they disagree, they civilly disagree. And um, that's why I tend to avoid certain channels, because I'm not really trying to rip you apart or destroy you. I may not agree with you, but I say, okay, we disagree. Let's move on to the next subject. Who am I to even disrespect you? Because you can disrespect me all you want. I accept it, but I don't feel the need to destroy or belittle or shame or make somebody feel less than to because they don't agree with me. We just disagree and we talk about something else. Anyway, I'm sorry I went off on track. I'm sorry, people. Um, hey, Marilyn, I hope you feel great. And you said yes, it's important. Money is. So how important is money to you? That's the question. How important is money? Like money to me, it's very important, but it isn't. It's like if I have $10 and I can eat what I want to eat, and it costs me $5, I'll give you the other five. But I need to know that I need the money to grow. So, um, oh man, I got so much to say. I want to read. Um, okay. Dave says money is the tool that oils this economy. It is. I mean, it is what it is. But so much more I got to say. Let me keep reading. His young queen said, "Yes, we have to believe money will come to us. Hard work brings money, so I feel that it is an important tool for growth. And it can bring joy in people's lives. I agree with that, and I do believe in the power of 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 attraction. So you believe money, but I think you got to go out and get it. And listen, I can believe Lamborghini is going to appear in my driveway. But if I don't do something to get it, it's not going to happen. So you got to put some type of effort behind your belief. I'm just being silly. And Dave says, that's why you're awesome, because you want to learn about stuff. Man, you're awesome. But thank you. I feel great. PR Beauty, I got to shout you. You know, I love you. You're pretty awesome. Um, yeah, I like awesome people. Sorry, I think everybody's awesome, but PRB, I got nothing but love. Keep doing all that positive stuff because I like short quickness with positivity. And PRB, I got to ask you. I want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts about money? How important is money? And tell me your thoughts. Like you don't have to give me your financial status. It means nothing for me to know, but I would like to know how much do you think what See, I don't know how to ask. Like, where do you think the average person will feel most comfortable at? The most comfortable, not just you, but um, annually, how much do you think the average person would need? I know it depends on where they live and how they view themselves socioeconomically, because some people um, can't even, like, I have something a friend told me years ago, and I had to really think about it. I was like, man, I never wanted a Ferrari. He said, because you can't imagine affording it. And I said, no, I just never really wanted a Ferrari, and I still don't. But now I look at life and I don't know if um I don't know if we grow. So I'm not saying I still don't think the same. Dave, I saw what you said. You said 50,000. I think the average person probably need more, like more than that. Like, but 50,000 is a good start. Like, okay, in Los Angeles, this is what I've always said. If some in my brain, depending, if you need to be making about to live well and not really have to worry about balancing your budget. You need to be making like 80 or 90,000 in Los Angeles. That's what I'm saying. So anybody who's making less than that is like, I'm not saying they're living paycheck to paycheck. I'm saying is that they're cautious. They're like, man, if I go out to eat, I may not be able to do this, and so that's crazy. Um, I really, um, for me to really feel comfortable, like, and not really to worry about money and take more risks, mm, I want to say I need to be making in $150,000 range. Then it changes the way I think about money. Like, because right now I worry about money. I worry about a lot that um, maybe I shouldn't because, okay, for instance, I use Amazon Fresh, and you know, so I don't go get groceries, but sometimes I'm like, damn, I don't feel like spending $50. I better take myself to the grocery store, and because if I don't spend $50, they charge me $9.99 for shipping. So I try to spend $50, and I may get groceries 2 or 3 times a week. I'm just saying, but if I made, uh, let's say I made over 120,000 a year, I don't know if that's a lot, but if I made that much all the time, would I even worry about $50? I'm like, ah, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm still trying to figure out how much is enough and what it is. Like, um, I even got people that I follow on uh, YouTube, and maybe they have a Patreon page. And some people will say, um, just support me. Any donation is great. And somebody else will say, for $10, you get all this. So they set their lowest at $10, where I think, and every dollar counts. I'm still trying to learn about life. I still don't know. So I really want to know how important money is to other people and what they really think about it. It is what it is for me. So I like PR beauty. I know you like the finer things in life. So what do you think? Like you see, because I want you, because I know you would say, well, this is what I think the average person should make, or this is where I would feel okay. If owning a property 50,000 is not, oh, nowhere near. Yeah, like depending on where you live, I think that even if you didn't own a property in Los Angeles to live well, because listen, the average rent in Los Angeles is $2,500. I'm talking about rent, like an apartment. That's not even two. I think that's a 1 bedroom. Now you can get cheaper and you can go up, but if you live in a safe, decent areas, you're paying about 22 to $2,500 a month, and it can cost you. Puerto Rican beauty lives in the Bahamas. I'm joking. I just like the way to say it. I don't want to say it like that. But yeah. So I know a lot of people like just to get on their own. Young people are cohabitating, or they're moving back in their parents, and so I never like this is one thing I would never do that a lot of people seem to do is shame people for cohabitation, and I'm not because if you were a millionaire and your mother and father owned a mansion, they would never rush you out. Nobody said Kardashians need to move out, but people from a lower socioeconomic, they try to shame people. Go get your own stuff, man. Instead of paying that $1,000 or $2,000 a month, why don't you stack that dough and help your people out? Well, it can be free. Well, if you need to be free to get your groove on, then go get a room. I'm saying, or don't, but get your money flowing on. Grow it, let it grow, invest it if you can. Learn how to get some passive income. Learn how to write a book and sell some shirts. Invest it in something that pays dividends and does it. I'm joking, but so more money is very important, and I'm still trying to figure everything out. Um, Man, I wish I knew what people really thought. I wish people were more like me. Like it's really easy for me to tell you my thoughts. I let it flow like a fountain. It just spills out, and this is how I think. So I just let it flow. I let it flow. You know, I'm like Palpatine. Let the force flow through you. So when it comes to what I'm thinking, if somebody asks me, I let it out. So I want to know what other people think. And let me go on a side, just to the tangent to the left. When I see YouTube, I watch people. I do. That's why you never really hear me, even though I'm saying it right now, but I'm not saying it on purpose. I'm saying it just so you don't hear me say subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Because like it or not, what you like and don't like, I just want the interaction. So if I would be happy if one person was here with no thumbs up, just interacting with me. And I'd be just as happy if 50 people was here with no thumbs up, just talking to me, because that makes me flow. That makes me go. And this is how I think. So that's how I know I don't see YouTube like most people, because I'm not here to uh, say, just thank you. I'm here for whatever's on my mind, and I feel like speaking. I really want somebody to say something back about what I've said. I want them to listen, but I really wish I could get the interaction. So if somebody didn't like something I said, I want somebody to say, I don't like what you said, I disagree with you. And then tell me why. That's what does it for me. So this is why I like to go out to breweries when people drink, or have like go to lounges or anywhere I can have a group setting where people can talk, because then I learn. I learn from other people, and I'm on a thirst, a quest for knowledge. And even though I've absorbed a lot of information, I can't tell you what's right for you, what's wrong for you. I just want you to live your best life and be the best person you can be, and be the most happiest you can be. So everything else is extra. If I'm entertaining, woohoo, that's part of it. But if I'm something that's not your cup of tea, I'm just as good for that, because I just want to be me, and I'd rather be me than anything else. I'm not trying to change the world. I'm not trying to. Well, of course, I would like people to be more open and be more receptive to people who don't think like them. But for me, in general, I want people to at least have a civil exchange and grow their perspectives and change their perspectives and learn and accept other people and have something to say. I won't even go live if I have nothing to say. Um, be the change to yourself. Yes, that's what I am. I'm trying to be Chuck. So that's it. I'm always trying to learn and grow. And if you think you can help me become a better person, then I'm all for that. PR says, okay, I would advise you to save and get your own property instead of giving that money away, paying rent for an apartment. That's a totally what I agree with. However, a lot of people don't understand how much maintenance is. And I think that a lot of times people don't realize how profitable real estate can be if you put it in the right location. So you'd be pretty great. Just let's say you buy a house and you got 4 or 5 bedrooms. You could just rent out 4 bedrooms, stay in a house like a landlord, or you can, if you make so much money and you don't want to be there, your job is to maintain it and go get just a little 1 bedroom. You still be making a profit. You know what I mean? Or buy a place, stay with your parents and rent that place out. Stuff like that. Or like I say, I always invest in stock. And since I'm gonna throw some, this is no guarantee. But right now, if I could recommend things for people to invest in or stock wise, of course, I would say Nike, because Nike stock fell us a little bit. Not much, it's still going up. But Zion went toward the shoe, and then Nike came out with some hot shoes. And I would say invest in Nike. I would say invest in Disney, because Disney owns Marvel. Disney owns Star Wars. Uh, Disney owns ABC, ESPN, all this other stuff. And they're going to start their own streaming service because they took some of their stuff off of Netflix. So man, it's going to be a game changer. Um, what else would I tell people to recommend in Google? Google even more so than Amazon, even though Amazon is not. I think Google is. They're going to sooner or later, soon they're going to launch a video game system, and I think that their integration with technology from their cell phones to their laptops to their Google Home Hub, which I got one, it is so awesome. I can say, okay, Google, what's the weather like right now? Currently in Long Beach, it's 66 and sunny. 66 and sunny. That's so cool. I'm sitting way over here and just listening to you. It's going to be 79 today. So, I mean, I'm just telling people, I'm just saying what I would do. And then it's on, like right here, it says answering one another device. It's so great. It's so awesome. I mean, it's just technology. So I recommend Disney. I recommend Google. I even throw Nintendo in there. I throw in Nintendo and whatever else I said. I said something else. Nike. Yeah, I recommend those. And that's not even through a lot of sectors. But that's one thing I'll tell people. Every time you want to do like me and buy a pair of shoes, go sit down on some stock. Like what? Yeah, use TD Ameritrade or any other trading thing. But I'm just being silly. I'm just talking. Oh yeah, I love Nintendo. I'm telling you, man. I am a video game person. People don't even know. Like certain games suck me in more, and I try to play different games, but I really like this goes back to money. I have a friend, real close friend of mine. We're always like, I like to play games. So he was like, man, you should just stream your games as much as you like to play. And I'm like, well, I like the adventure games, the Zeldas, I like Fallout, stuff like that. But he'd be like, hey man, this is where the money is. You need to play the Fortnites, and I'll play it. And the shooters, I don't dislike them, but it's not as much as me playing like a Dark Souls or a Zelda. And so we have different people. People will say, Charles, you're not thinking about money first. But I say, if I got to sacrifice my happiness for money, then hey, I don't really want some money. But then again, some people will say you're a dummy. You got people like Gary Vee, and they're going to tell you to always be. But that brings them joy to sell something that is worth $1 for 10. I'm for you. I'm not going to knock you for that. But nothing brings me more joy than being happy. So it's the conflict. It's the conflict. I want to be happy, and I'm not willing to sell my happiness for money. Like depends how short it is, because I can't get my time back. I can't get back feeling great. And I'm always trying to stress that to people. I want to feel great all the time. Man, I just said a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, I love a PR. She says, do not put your money in stock the way things are going. I would not advise anyone to do that. There would be a massive crash and people, let me break that down because I totally understand that because that's an argument I had with my friend because recently, there's a difference between investing and trading. There's totally difference. People who trade want to make sure that they don't lose money. They like day traders, but investment is when you do it over long term. So you got to always look at the market and see what stuff is overvalued and undervalued. Because I took my money out of a lot of stuff. Trust me, it took at one time. I bought as a stock, or it's not really a stock, but it's TVIX. You look it up, TVIX. And what happens is when you see that the market is about to fall, you buy it because it's a stock that's saying the market's going to fall. And I still put money in TVIX. But what I would tell people is everything in life is a risk. So depending on how much money you have, and like with what dividends they pay, it can always be a great investment because no matter what, there's rises and falls in all things. There's always going to be a rise and fall. So I would not recommend, like I recommend only certain stocks because at this time, there's still things that are coming. Automation, no matter what crashes, robots are going to come and technology is already overflowing. So one thing that people are always going to do is they're going to want to always have something that's going to make their life easier and things that bring them entertainment. So whenever you see a new product come out, like for instance, if you can buy it low, let's say a company just came out, because no matter what the market rises or fall, you're still going to have IPOs, initial public offerings. Like let's say Uber. So Uber has not dropped out. Uber and Lyft. I'm not sure if they put the stock out. I haven't been researching like I normally do. But when it comes out, it's usually going to be not usually undervalued. Like it's not going to be what it's going to be worth later. So for instance, I had bought Nvidia, and when I bought Nvidia, I want to say the first time I bought it was at $30 a share, and I ended up selling it, and it was probably like 190 or something. It was up there, and so of course, it failed. It hasn't reached the correction levels because PRB you're talking about that. However, you have stocks that just come out today or stuff that you really believe in, and instead of like if you buy a pair of shoes and your shoes are $150, they may wear out, but then you could buy something that you believe in that may go up, and it's a risk. It's like going to the casino. We shouldn't go to the casino today because it might fall. So I would say this, life is a risk. I would never say spend all your money, and I wouldn't say, well, hope for a guarantee. You can buy a house and a house could fall. So you buy something because you believe in it, as you believe it's going to work. And most people who buy houses, they're not buying houses to make a profit. They're buying houses for them to live. And if they can make a profit off of it, it is. So when you make a statement, and I don't totally disagree with you, it depends on how you evaluate and how you feel about the situation. So going back to the point, I would never tell people to put all their money. Like my friend, we just talked about this other day, and I told him the same thing you said about stock. Stock is a risk right now. Like I don't have that much money in it, but I say normally when I feel it's going good, you got to follow charts, you got to follow trends, or you either you trading or you're investing. So when I talk about investment, I will always say Google is a good investment, and I always will say that. Sorry to say Disney, even though people think, man, Disney is a mega monster. Well, they're gobbling everything. It's not even worth that much today. So why would you talk? Let me see how much Disney stock is, because I don't think it's like ridiculous. And it was last time I looked, it was like a low hundreds. Yeah, it's still. So yeah, it went up. Yeah, it's been fluctuating around this 112, 114, and it's at a almost a 1% increase. So its Disney stock is over this last 6 months. Okay, it was $107. 100. Let me see the lowest. I just got it. $100 on December 24th. So if you bought Disney stock on December 24th at $100, and today it's worth $114. You'd have made $14 from buying Disney stock on that day I stated it was December 4th to March. $14, just putting your $100 in there. Plus, if you bought more than one share, because the average trade is like what, $12, so you'd have just made $2. But let's say you bought 10 shares. You know what I mean? So look at it like that. That's all I'm saying. It's only $114. And my projection is, especially with the summer releases, if you put, let's say you put $500-$600 in it, you're once end game hits and once they launch their streaming service, you going I guarantee Disney would shoot up to at least $150. That's my belief. Now I can't guarantee it, but that's how I see it. So you got to look at it like that. You got to read the yeah, it's that's and they've gobbled so many different things. Like, man, they own Star Wars, they own Marvel. Come on, you're owning some good thing. ESPN sports, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then ESPN been cutting people. So as an investor, when you see that they get rid of jobs, that's the time to dive in. You know what I mean? Like, but I wouldn't recommend. Well, I say give it some months. Maybe Boeing would be great because Boeing had that big accident, you know. So when you see that something's going down, you say, okay, you buy it when it's low. You buy it when it's low and you sell it when it's high. So we're talking about money. And this is what I see. This is what I think. This is how I feel. And this is what I'm putting out in the universe. I'm doing a lot of talk. You know, Pierre Beatty, you know I love you. You're pretty great. So and then she motivates you to live your best life. So I must talk about it. And I want you to jab me. Charles, shut up. Pow, pow, pow. So I dodge him. Baby. I'm getting ready for Floyd. I'm joking. Oh, I mean, I have too much fun now. I enjoy people. I want everybody to feel great. And you know what? If you have some friends, anybody you know, tell them is money that important? I look from like to watch 5 minutes because I try to say everything I got to say in the first 5 minutes of the video, so everything else is just me going on some extra talk, giving you guys some extra information. I'm doing extra, but really, I'm not really putting all that much out. I just think that money is very important. I think I ran my mouth a lot. I'm gonna run more. What I'm gonna do is yeah, what I'm gonna do if PR Beauty is a nice person. She supports the ladies. She supports them, and just for her coming to support me makes me feel great too, because I mean, I'm special. So the banks are going to shut down. Be smart. Don't put all your money into the bank. I wouldn't. I work in trade, and when these platforms and there's a lot of government is not telling people. I totally agree with that. So let me ask you a question. Um, okay, how do I? What's the best? Okay, I'm about to talk about blockchain. I'm going to talk about, since you did this PR Beauty, you made me go here, you did this. So I want to talk about blockchain finances and jobs. This is what we're going to talk about. So, do you think that most people are overpaid or underpaid? So that's the first question. Second, if we all know that when it comes to currency can be controlled about the value due to world governments. So uh, they can say we value the peso to be this much, or we can say the dollar is worth that much. We can say the yen is worth more than the dollar. We can do all that. Um, in my For the question I want to ask you when it comes to cryptocurrency, or um, how can cryptocurrency replace fiat currency uh, when we people have to agree that something is set? So how can they ever have a set standard um, when they don't have a agreed upon medium that everybody accepts? So because people talk about cryptocurrency be the future, but if we don't have a set value of money, and due to appreciation and depreciation, inflation and such, the price of a dollar changes, how can we ever have a set standard that people will agree upon? And if people are definitely underpaid, since you went there, my mind went somewhere else. Um, how can people ever truly adjust their value to what people want to pay them? I don't know. I just went over it. I just got stupid in my own self. Okay, overcome. I got to write that out so I can ask the question correctly. But I think you know where I'm going with it, because the banks are in total control of what money is worth, and then the people who control the banks can say this is worth this and this is worth that. So how can you ever have some type of medium of exchanges outside of the financial control of the governments? That's really the question I want to ask. I think I said it correctly. And second, how can we ever agree upon an exchange medium when the value of what something is subjective? That's the question. So when people say invest or believe in cryptocurrency, but tomorrow they can say it's worth nothing. So it's kind of hard to ever say a value if we all agree differently. And because people, so many things, man, you make me want to go read now. I feel like I'm a bumbly idiot. What's up, Hawks? Hope you doing great. His money comes and go, but yeah, that's what it's called. It's a medium of exchange. Of course, it's gonna come and go. But the question is, how important is money to you? How important is money to you, man? I did a lot of talking. You hop in, so now I gotta do a little bit more talking. But PR Beauty, hopefully I made some sense. I need to go back and once I'm done with this and rewind, and hopefully I express myself correctly. Because what I'm saying is, finances are the value of the currency is controlled by the governments overall. They can say this because of the government in every nation state, their ability to influence economics. Um, I didn't just wake up. I woke up early, brother. But okay, hold on. I like PR. She's about to ask me a question. But Hawks, hold on. Uh, I have a question for you, Charles. Do you pay off a bill? Of course. I pay off everything if I can. I don't want to have any bills. That's the truth. The only uh quote unquote bill I have, it's just attached to me as a mortgage. And I hate it. Trust me. If I could just boop, it'd be different. But so you asked me the question and I answered it. No, sweetie, we never pay off a bill. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Well, educate me, because I think I know where you're going with it, but please elaborate on that, because when you say we never, yeah, I'm waiting for you to explain. I will shut up. Well, I will talk, but once I see it, I'm going to read it. And no matter what, like say you own a house, you still got to pay property tax. You still got to pay this. You still got to pay that. That's what I'm assuming. But that's me. My assumption means make an asshole, and Charles does not mind being an asshole. And I want to be educated because I'm your sweetie. I know you. Anyway, while I wait for PR Beauty and let the clock tick. Um, for example, let's say you have a house, you have a $20 bill. Okay, I gotta wait. I'm gonna just let it come up, because if I'll be going too fast. I I don't know where you're going, but I want to be smart enough to say I know where she's going. She's all right. I knew it, but I don't. So teach me. Yeah. So you saying people can never pay off anything? So you're gonna always owe a debt? Is that what it is? Okay, for example, okay, I'm still waiting till you finish. Because I'm so eager. I'm like, I'm sorry, I gotta be silly. I get in bed late. I'd be eager. I'm like, let's slow down, sweetie. I'm like, I just want to go. I just want to dive in. um, I'll be able to play. Okay, being monetized can actually help get things done. Especially, I have to get my new PC servers on so I can be able to play. Okay, I get you. You got to elaborate on that, brother Hawks, but I think I know what you mean. That's okay. We can talk for a second, but that's why so many people, a lot of people, are on YouTube for money, and I know that. I mean, everybody wants to make a buck, but a lot of people. Okay, so let me go back and read what PR says. I figured you're not done yet, so I'm just gonna wait. um, I just went off. I'm going off on a tangent. I'm going all over the place. Please forgive me, people, because I'm really trying to see what my beautiful lady PR is saying, so I can uh, see what she got to say, so I can elaborate and assess it. So, ooh, okay, I learned something. Okay, I think I get what you're saying. She said, "Have you ever paid out a bill?" Um, okay, I have a question for you, Charles. Do you ever pay off a bill? And I say yes. And she says, no, we never pay off a bill. And she says, let me explain why. For example, let's say you have a $20 bill and you have to pay your phone bill that is $15. Okay, you will be using $20 bill to pay a bill. So in reality, we're never paying anything off. We pay a bill for a bill. Well, that's called the medium of exchange. And you're going to always have to exchange some type of medium to get something. So in actuality, you are not incorrect. However, you're going to always have to pay something because that's the way it's set up. Do I really need a phone bill? Like, do I got to? They make me pay property tax, but let's say I don't need a phone, and I say I don't need the internet, and I got my own generator. I don't have to pay anything. So taxes you're going to have to pay. So you're always going to have to pay a bill. But in all technicality, you can limit the amount of bills you have to pay. But because we have a fiat currency and money is a medium of exchange, you're always going to have to pay something. So I do understand the logic of your statement. However, I'm going to just give the juxtaposition of it that it's the system. It's not that like you don't have to have any extraneous debt other than the debt that is required from the system, which is paying taxes and property tax. And you're going to always have to have some bills to pay for the medium exchange. So if I want some food, I got to give you some bills. So but I'm exchanging that for a good or service. I don't always have to pay for like the system is set up so you always have to use some type of utility, which always will be a bill, so you'll never be able to pay those off technically. But I don't disagree with you. I understand it. The government will always have you paying a bill for a bill, and I agree with you 1,000%. I learned, I got it, I understood. You are correct. I have nothing to say in opposition to that. I totally agree. I get you. But I will say you can limit the amount of bills you have to pay. You want to limit what you have to pay when it comes to bills. But the way the system is set up, you can never totally be out of some type of debt. You will always owe something, and there's always a way they can get your stuff. But I'm stupid. So, and you're totally correct. Um, you know what? I've said a lot of talking like at this time. I think I've enjoyed everybody. Pure Beauty, you just made this awesome. I'm gonna feel great. My brother Hawks, man, I got nothing but love for you. Really, 'cause you make me feel. You make some people make you want to do YouTube. My brother Hawks, you make me want to do YouTube. A lot of people don't make me want to like do it like that because I like the interaction. But it's cool. His young queen, you are awesome, brother Day. You make me feel great. And somebody else I didn't name. Marilyn came for a second. Much respect to you. And I have fun just talking. And money is very important, brother Angel. You came in for a second, but you didn't say anything. And this is what I. Well, if I have a topic, would love somebody to address whatever topic I put in. Just because I like to ask questions. So, what do you think about money? And yeah, PR gonna make me go home, and I feel like I'm already at home. So I'm gonna go home. Like I'm gonna go do my home. I'm gonna do some homework at my home about something she said. Because you can never actually pay off a bill. You're gonna always. It's always designed for you to give up whatever. How do you get into an advantageous situation when it comes to finances and money? And I don't have the answer to that. I think I'm gonna have to think about that. That's an interesting question. Um, I wish I really it was more people. Not that I would just keep on going. I would just really okay. This I don't even think about this stuff, but you guys just made me happy because people like it. Okay, I can do this. I will do this. This will make. I don't. I wish everybody was blue. This is the truth. I want everybody to be a mod to me. Like I'm like, well, people. I want everybody to be a mod. I want every single person to be a mod. Why not? What does it matter? I even want the trolls to be mods. I want them all to be mods, you know. But I mean, but the mod people I ain't never talked to before wouldn't make no sense. But if I like you, you're a mod. I don't care. It's all good to me. You are a mod. Why would you not be? But leave you talking all the time. Anyway, um, I've said a lot. I've said probably too much. People, thank you for like listening to me. If you got something that you a thought, shoot me. Send a question. Send a question to me. Um, in a message whenever I like to talk about whatever. I think this is an extremely important topic. PR Beauty, if you got anything about it you want to add or you want to say it, or yeah, my email is charlesgilmore3 at gmail. Anybody can email. He's my first name put all together at gmail. Hit me up, we can talk. I want it, whatever somebody wants to talk about, I'm always willing. I love to have any type of panel that discusses anything. And like I tell most people are on YouTube to earn something. They're trying to get advertisement. They're trying to get 1,000 subscribers. Man, like I tell people, I would love to have 1,000 subscribers tomorrow, because then I can write all type of comments and have more conversations. But go, Charles, is worth watching. But right now it's a slow girl, and I'm fine with that because it is what it is. I just want to be the best person I can be and love everybody and laugh at my favorite people. And go listen to Pamela, be awesome, say bitch. That makes me feel so good. I be laughing. She's like awesome to me. A lot of people are awesome, even more so. But I always like to listen to her. She makes me laugh. A view is like just when I'm not feeling my most happiness, I go listen to her and I start laughing. I'm sorry, that's all off tangent. Yeah, I love her. That's why I said that. Anyway, anybody who wants to hit me up, charlesgilmore3 gmail, email me. I'll get back. PR, you're pretty awesome too. You got those little short videos. I'm like, oh my brother. Hello, Dirty Low. What's going on, bro? Nothing but respect. I'm just here jobber jackering and talking about money and how important it is, and how a lot of people don't want to admit really that their motivation is money. But some people, money is way more important than it is for other people. So for me, let me shout out Dirty Low, one of my bro. Everybody don't got that style, but man, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I gotta get one of those Gutter Gang hoodies. I gotta buy one. I really want to buy an album, but I guess I gotta buy a shirt to show support and be in a video with a hoodie on. Like, yeah, I'm Gutter Gang. sorry. Yeah, man. Yeah, Dirty Love. You got a style that everybody don't got, man. And I like complex rhymes about the realness that when somebody, sorry, I gotta get into the hip hop. You, Jay Vengeance, I'm looking for other people have started to he brought me back the love of rap that I was losing. And like when I heard you flow, I was like, man, I gotta like it was that West Coast uh how do I say it? A lyricist that rhyme so well that they make the rhyme complex and trip it up on you just to see if you can follow it. And I like that. That's work. That's craft. Everybody doesn't have that. Yeah, you got that that it factor. So you got me going off to we talk about money. I start talking about rapping. Don't come on my chat and mess me up anymore, brother. Oh man. Yeah, another San Diego cat putting it down, man. Man, putting it down. Got me tearing up here. So I start laughing so hard. Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyway, people, I could keep talking about money because I've been running my mouth. You know what? I'm gonna go for one solid hour. So listen, money is important, and without money, you can't. um, uh, I'm extra large. Yeah, I'm joking, but yeah, I'm a slim brother. I was over 220, but I've never been fat, and now I'm trying to be like ripped up like slim, like. So I'm really doing a lot of keto and trying to get the 8 pack going on right now. I got the 6 pack, but I eat bad, but then like I got to work out to keep it in. So yeah, money is really important, but like um love should be even more important than happiness. But a lot of people can't be happy without money. So you got to be about your quote unquote your hustle. I'm never knocking somebody for that, but you should never sacrifice who you really are for that hustle unless it's going to be just for a tiny second, because you can't maintain fakeness. You can maintain realness. So I'm never knocking nobody for going out today. Their paper. I mean, you should be about it. You should be about money, because you can't help. Listen, if I'm hungry, if I ain't got no money, I can't help you. But if I got some dough in my pocket, now I can help you, and I feel good because I ain't got to worry about me surviving. Surviving is number one. So I'm going off tangent, but that's what I really think about. And I'm never trying to knock nobody for getting to where they need to go. I want everybody to win. I've always said it in life. I just feel like coming on because this was on my mind. I got a lot of brothers that I deal with, and they always about that. And then sometimes I think because they want the money so much, their happiness, how they feel about life, is stopping them. And I say, man, you got to find your happiness first, and then when you find the happiness and you love doing it, money's gonna come after that. So figure out whatever it takes for you to find that peace, that love, of joy of doing something, and get it in, and and use that to make your money. See, everybody already knowing I'm gonna end it in like 30 seconds, but I said all I got to say. Anybody got a thought on what I feel about money? Feel free to write it in the comments, or if you got any type of discussion you guys want to have, just email me, charlesgilmore3 at gmail, and I'm more than willing to have dialogues about anything because life is great. Um, I've did a lot of talking, and I'm going to end it at exactly in 9, 8, 7, or 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to end the stream. Much respect and love to all. Take care.